Hey you guys, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of first impressions. I have a bunch of new products here that I'm going to be trying out for you guys. So before we get started, I would really appreciate it if you would give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Also, I'm doing a really huge giveaway right now. I'll have it linked in my description box below. And then I'll also have it up here in the cards if you guys want to check that out. And make sure you guys have your notifications turned on so that you can be told whenever I upload new videos. And yeah, I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm going to be starting out with primer. I'm going to be trying out this new primer here from Benefit. This is the Professional Hydrate Primer. So this says it's supposed to hydrate the face and prime to minimize the look of pores. It says that it has a 12-hour hydration. It instantly moisturizes and refreshes, and it helps makeup stay put. There's hyaluronic acid and shea butter in here. I'm actually really excited to try this out because I've been really into like hydrating products recently. This does actually smell really nice. So it's definitely making my skin feel smooth. And this is for sure more hydrating than their regular Professional primer. All right, so I like the feel of that. It is a little bit tacky, but it doesn't feel like greasy or anything. And it's definitely making my skin feel very soft. So I do have a new foundation that I'm going to be trying out. I did purchase this recently. I just haven't used it yet. And it is the NARS Natural Radiant Long Wear Foundation. I picked this up because so many people say such good things about it. And I really wanted to try it out. Mine is in the shade Light 5 Fiji. And I'm not self-tanned right now, so I don't know if this is going to match me. I have been outside a lot, so maybe it will. I really like the packaging. It is in a glass bottle. It feels very nice, but this is a really expensive foundation. I'm going to be applying it with this ColourPop Velvet Sponge. I've never tried a velvet sponge, so I don't know how this is going to go. Wow, so I feel like the color looks darker once you pump it out than how it looks in the bottle. Maybe I should read about this before I start applying it. It says instructions for use: shake well, apply a small amount starting in the center of the face and blend outwards. Okay, I guess we'll start maybe on the chin then. The sponge is not very soft, wow. God, I hope this color matches. So I feel like it's definitely going a long way. The shade is very yellow, wow. I thought I bought a neutral shade, so I'm not sure why it's so yellow. I don't know how I feel about this sponge either. I feel like it's really stiff. I'm just gonna take a little bit more and I'm gonna start blending this out on my forehead and down my nose a little bit. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm gonna be so yellow. I'm thinking I might switch sponges because I don't like the way that this looks right now, and I feel like it might be because of the sponge. Okay, I grabbed another one of my ColourPop sponges, and this one is a lot more like light and airy, so we're gonna just kind of blend over it with this. I hope it didn't like already dry. Okay, I don't know how I'm feeling about the foundation right now. I have gone over it. I added a little bit more in some places. I don't know if it's the color that's throwing me off or the actual foundation, but I feel like it's already like, I don't know, like it's either not sticking to my skin or it's like breaking apart in areas already. Like honestly, it looks really bad. This is like a $50 foundation, so I'm gonna be really mad if this is just not working. I don't know if it's because of the primer, the sponge, I don't know what is going on here. But people love this foundation, so I'm shocked right now. I don't know, I feel like it looks good in some areas, and then other areas it's either like patchy or up here it's like really like caked up. If you guys have tried this foundation, please let me know if you like it. I think I'm just gonna try with some concealer, and we're gonna have to try this out another time without a primer maybe. So this concealer I have here, I got in an Ipsy, and this is from the brand Hey Honey. I've never tried any of their products, I don't think. This is their Trick and Treat concealer. This is in the shade light to medium. This might not work either. I feel like I'm gonna have to like take off my full face of makeup because nothing is working so far. So here is the shade. I'm gonna try it underneath the eyes and see how it goes. I'm gonna add some more because I feel like this has really light coverage. So this actually looks pretty natural. It's not really sinking into any of my fine lines right now. It's just not giving me as much coverage as I would like. I'm gonna put some on my nose. I feel like I'm having to use a lot of this concealer to really cover. So I actually do like the way that the concealer looks. I like that it looks natural. Actually, I'm definitely going to be using this on a more everyday basis to really test that out. I do have a new setting powder somewhere here. Yes. So I have the Ciate Everyday Vacay powder. This is their coconut setting powder. I'm not really a big fan of scents, but I do want to try this powder out. I don't smell any coconut, so I'm really confused about this. It says lock-in makeup for long-lasting wear with Ciate London's Everyday Vacay coconut setting powder. Delicately coconut fragrance to take you back to the beach. This finely milled and lightweight loose powder smooths over makeup for a crease-free, soft focus finish with no flashback. Honestly, I don't smell any coconut at all. So the powder is definitely very finely milled. I feel like it did lighten up underneath my eyes a little bit because it is a white powder. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the foundation or the concealer right now. Like when I look at my face up close, I feel like it just does not look very good. I do have this new palette here. This is from the brand Lovecraft Beauty. I've been getting a lot of their products in Ipsy. This is their bronzer palette. These 3 shades look really nice, so I'm probably going to be using the lightest shade right here, which is like a cool toned bronzer. And I did get sent this brush here from Laura Mercier, and I thought it looked really cool. I feel like this is going to just fit on the cheekbones perfectly. Bronzer is definitely very light. I'm gonna go ahead and mix some of the like middle shade with the lighter shade just to deepen this up a little bit. Honestly, guys, I'm really not liking my makeup so far. The concealer is starting to crease a little bit now, even though I did set it. My whole nose area, like the foundation and concealer, is like completely coming off. I don't know what is happening, but that never happens to me. At least not right after doing my makeup, so that is like ridiculous. I don't know if it's the primer, the foundation, the concealer, I don't know what is going on. So I do have a new blush here from Benefit. This is their Georgia Peach blush. This is a new shade. I literally just got sent this. So this looks like a really pretty kind of shimmery peach shade. So this is definitely a really natural looking blush, and I'm liking how it is a little bit shimmery, so it makes your skin look a little bit glowy. All right, so we've had one thing that went well today, and that was the blush. So I completely forgot that the highlighters I have are like stick highlighters. Ugh. I've been wanting to try these out. These are the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Cooling Glow Sticks. I think I'm just gonna try them out anyway, even though I already set my face. So I think I'm gonna try out the shade So Glitty? I don't know. This is like a gold. I'm just gonna take a little bit on my finger, I think, and maybe tap it on. Yeah, that shade's a little bit too dark. We're gonna try the shade Opal Dreams. I don't know if there's like a lighter shade. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of Opal Dreams on here and see if this is light enough. It definitely feels cooling. That's interesting. Surprisingly, this is actually like blending out okay, even though I reset my face. I definitely like the shade Opal Dreams better just because it's a little bit lighter. I'm gonna have to use those like another time when I haven't already set my face. I'm gonna take a little bit of highlight from my Sleek highlighting palette just because I feel like I need to set this a little bit. So we're gonna move on to the eyes. I do have a couple palettes here. I have the Chestnut Eyes palette from Profusion. I did also get this Zoeva palette in my BoxyCharm, which you guys saw. This is their taupe palette, I believe is what this one is called. And then I do have some new products here, like this one from Urban Decay. This is their Moon Dust eyeshadow in the shade Lithium. So they have like this whole new Moon Dust collection here. I should have used this. This is their face and body illuminator. Maybe we can try some on my shoulders or something. Wow, okay, never mind. This is like silver. We're not gonna use that. Glide on eye pencil. Yeah, I'll probably maybe use this one. I don't know. I've never tried the Zoeva palette, so I kind of really want to try this. I have tried Profusion eyeshadows before. These palettes are very different from each other, so I never really do like taupey colors like this, so I might start with this palette. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is start out with the shade Exquisite right here. Okay, I'm first gonna prime my lids with my P. Louise base. I cannot do my eyeshadow without using this. I highly recommend this, you guys, and they have it in a bunch of different colors. I'm also going to take that velvet sponge and some of that setting powder, and put this underneath my eyes in case we have any fallout. All right, so I am gonna be going in with the shade Exquisite right here. I hope this isn't patchy. So I actually really like the shade of this. I was worried it was patchy at first, but it seems fine. Now we're gonna try and blend it out a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna take the shade right here called Gallery. This one has a lot of fallout, wow. So the colors actually seem to have pretty good pigmentation, and they are blending out really nicely so far. So now I'm gonna take the shade right here called Happy by Hour with a little bit larger of a brush. This is the Profusion ES2 brush. I really recommend the Profusion brushes. I really have been liking them a lot recently. This shade's a little bit warmer, which I feel like I kind of need right now. I never do like really cool toned purple looks like this, so this is definitely different for me. Any kind of purple looks I normally do is usually like a more warm toned purple. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease off camera, and then we're gonna go ahead and start on the lid. Okay, so I think I'm gonna first go in with the shade right here called Spun Pearl, which is just a like kind of white champagne shimmery shade. And I'm gonna put this like on the inner part of my lid right here. Wow, that's pretty pigmented and my brush is not even wet. I'm like pretty impressed so far with this Zoeva palette. Now I see why everybody talks about their palettes so much. I'm gonna try the shade Handmade right here. Maybe there's a shade over here. Yeah, I'm just not really feeling this palette, so I'm probably just gonna stick with the Zoeva one. I think I'm gonna take the shade Handmade and put that on my lid next. And then I'm gonna take the shade Outline right here and put this on the rest of my lid. So now we're just going to take some of that first shade, that kind of deep plum, and I'm just gonna kind of pat this on my outer corners again to deepen them up, just because that color kind of gets lost once you start all of the blending and then putting down the lid shades. And then I'm gonna take that little brush that I used for the middle of my crease, and I'm just gonna kind of blend out the edges. There's no extra product or anything on here. Okay, so I actually am pretty happy with how the eyes have turned out so far. I'm gonna go ahead and take off this powder, and then we can start on the lower lash line. I totally forgot I had this Urban Decay eyeshadow. I kind of want to add some, but I feel like it won't really go with this look. Oh well, maybe next time. So I'm gonna go ahead and start out with the deepest shade right here, and I'm just going to press this on my lower lash line. Now I'm gonna take a little small kind of smudging brush, and I'm gonna take the middle shade that we used right here and use this to blend everything out. So now I'm gonna highlight my inner corner and brow bone with this shade right here. I'm like really liking this palette. Okay, so before we finish off the eyes, I'm gonna do my brows. So Urban Decay just came out with this new product here called Inked Brow, and this is interesting. So basically, it just comes in this little tube, and there is like a little angled brush. I'm gonna try it. I've never seen a product like this. This is in the shade Taupe, and then I also have Cafe Kitty. I think I'm gonna start with Taupe. I think I'm gonna use my own brush just because I feel like the angled brush in here is a little bit thick. So my favorite brow brush right now is this Profusion Angled Eyebrow. This is their EB1 brush. It's so good. I'm gonna start over on the outer part. Wow, I'm actually really impressed with this so far. Okay, so I do really like the way my brows look. I feel like this is really like holding them in place really well, so we shall see about that. So I do have a new mascara here to try out. This is the Ofra HD Volumizing Mascara. This packaging is really nice, and here is what the wand looks like. We're gonna start with the lower lashes. I can already tell that I'm gonna love this mascara just based on how it is making my lower lashes look. There's not a lot of times that I'm like really liking a mascara on the first use, and I already love this. That went on so nicely. It's not like a super like liquidy formula, so it really like makes your lashes look nice and thick, and I barely applied any to my top lashes, and I feel like they look pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and apply some false lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, so now that lashes are on, I do kind of want to go in with this product here from Laura Mercier. I forgot I had this. This is the Secret Brightening Powder for Under Eyes, which I've never tried before. So I just want to put a little bit on and see what happens. I don't really see a difference. Okay, so now for lips, I don't really know, I don't know what kind of lip color I want to do with this look, but I do have this lipstick here from Laura Mercier. This is one of her Rouge Essential lipsticks in the shade Beige. So we're going to try this. I'm not sure if it's going to match, but we shall see. Yeah, I don't think I'm feeling this color with this look, but I did like the formula of this lipstick. I think I'm going to take this off and maybe change it out. Okay, so I went ahead and applied the Deck of Scarlet liquid lipstick in the shade Moody Mauve. I really love these liquid lipsticks. I didn't have a new lip product that really matched the look, but yeah. So this is the completed look. I am really happy with how it turned out despite the foundation and concealer and like the bronzer. I feel like everything else besides those products were really nice. I am going to definitely be trying out the foundation again because I feel like it was kind of like not the foundation necessarily that was the problem, but maybe like, I don't know, it seems to be breaking apart on the areas where I put the concealer the most. And then I think that the sponge that I used was part of the problem as well. So I'm going to be definitely retrying out that foundation because I know a lot of people love it. I'm really loving the eyeshadow. I feel like the eyeshadow palette was my favorite thing that I tried out today. The eyeshadows were super pigmented and they blended out really easily. I love the shimmery shades that I put all over the lid. The mascara was also really good. I really love this actually so far, and I am like really hard to please when it comes to mascaras. I really like the Urban Decay brow product as well. I feel like it went on nicely, and honestly my brows feel like rock solid. Like I don't think they're gonna move, which it kind of bothers me because I don't like crunchy brows, but I definitely feel like they're gonna last all day. So yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Also, make sure you guys comment down below what your thoughts are on today's look. Also, let me know what kind of videos you want to see next. I am planning out my skincare video that I'm going to be doing for you guys. I also have a couple other video ideas that I'm going to be doing as well, so make sure to stay tuned for those. Make sure you guys have your notifications turned on so that you can receive a notification every time I upload a new video. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Oh, also make sure you guys enter that giveaway that I mentioned at the beginning of today's video. You guys do not want to miss out on that. And yeah, that is it. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.